Hello, uh, I'm Dr. Lambert, and this is something extra I wanted to record for a while and write for a while. So there's a Substack article with the same name, How to Ask a Targeted Individual, How Are You Feeling? People who know that I am a targeted individual and a subject to directed energy attacks, V2K, remote neural monitoring and interference often ask me, how are you feeling? And I don't feel at ease answering it. And most of the time, this is an informal inquiry, a substitute for hello, and that one is easy. Say hi in return and move on. But I sense when people use it casually and when they really want to know how I'm doing and feeling. So I educated my close friends and family that at any given time, I feel exactly the way that I'm being allowed to feel. This is a critical distinction between a regular and a targeted person. If I don't feel any exogenous emotional, intellectual, sensory influence, I answer, I feel okay. I don't feel any exogenous influence, which, by the way, can often be changed on a dime. Sometimes answering this question in this way actually triggers some kind of change, and you're already inaccurate before you finish the sentence. The main point, this must be explained to your friends, loved ones, family, anyone in your close social circle that you count on as a support. In theory, the most favorably articulated question would sound something like this. Len, how your how is your targeting today? Are you being influenced or are you feeling like yourself? Are you in any emotional or physical pain from your targeting today? Is it tolerable? I'm here for you. You can tell me what kind of exogenous influence you are being subjected today to, in general and in this moment in particular. Yes, it sounds clumsy, but it captures the essence of the correct framework that a person asking a TI should adopt. Notice I didn't suggest they ask you how they can help, because they can't. But instead, I want them to offer being a sounding board, an ear for ATI to describe the type and the degree of exogenous influence they are under. Understanding that ATI is dealing with an exogenous influence, and the understanding that this influence is intentional and not random is a cornerstone of a successful relationship between ATI and people in his or her social support circle. A reasonable question that most people ask after I explain this framework is, what about the TI's own feelings, thoughts, and action? If you know, if you have known ATI, if you had known ATI before his or her targeting began, this is your baseline. I'm glad I finally put my thoughts in writing and in the form of this video. This has been lingering and it's long overdue. I want to talk about it for a while. Targeted individuals, give this article or video to people in your social circles or circle. I understand it might be an uphill battle for them to understand it, but every little bit helps. Every little conversation, every little thought framework, it's a step forward. So, how have you been allowed to feel today, my friends?